Welcome back, guys, and Endrick has officially been presented as a Real Madrid player. Another signing, another striker, and another presentation. But the biggest question mark heading into next season is about Endrick. Is he going to be playing? Is he going to get starting minutes? Will he be part of the team? How is he going to be fit into the team? Is he going to be loaned out? Because there's been so many question marks about Endrick. And in this video, I will answer each of them. And I'll tell you exactly whether he will get minutes and how he will get minutes and where he will be fit into this Real Madrid system. Before I go any further, don't forget, as usual, like, share, comment, and subscribe. First of all, Endrick for me is a signing which is for the future. Real Madrid at the moment is looking for the future. Hence the reason why every single signing they've made over the past couple of years has all been young, potential superstar signing. The likes of Arda, Jude, of course, Vinny, Rodrigo came before that, Chimeni, Camavinga, and of course, Fran Garcia, and now, of course, Endrick. I do see the vision behind the signing. In terms of potential and ability, bro, the guy's got all-timer potential in him. His ceiling is very, very, very high, and that's why Real Madrid snatched him. Don't look at his last Copa America game against Uruguay and think that the guy is meaty. No player starts at great club like Palmeiras at the age of 16. No person literally helps his team win the league title. There was a game specifically last season towards the end of the season where Palmeiras was second and Botafogo was leading the league. They went away to Botafogo. Botafogo was leading 3-0. Second half, Endrick comes on, changes the game, scores 2 goals, assists 1 more, and pre-assist, and Palmeiras wins the game. So this is the type of impact he's had at a young age. Imagine how it will be with a stacked Real Madrid team, with a heavy hitters Real Madrid team, in a league which will literally give him so much space because of how stacked and every single position is filled with firepower. And that's what I'm expecting for Endrick. I think for next season, Endrick will have a role. Let's not lie to ourselves, okay? Let's not say to ourselves, you know what, Endrick will be loaned out. I've seen a couple Madrid fans say, you know what, the following season, he's going to be loaned out. You know what, I don't think Endrick will be playing a lot next season. Are we forgetting that Joselu played 45 games last season? Are we forgetting that Joselu started 19 games last season? Are we forgetting that? Are we forgetting that last season we had over 55 games? Are we forgetting that next season we're going to combine that with a different Champions League format which will add more games to it? Are we forgetting that next season we've got Club World Cup? Are we forgetting that next season we've got another edition of the Club World Cup? Bro, next season we're going to be playing over 65, 70 games if we're trying to win every possible tournament there is. So every person will get their minutes. I'm not worried about Endrick not getting his minutes because I know for a fact he will. That's not going to be a chance where Mbappe is going to be playing every single game. Neither is Vinicius Jr. and neither is Rodrigo. Like, some players will be rested next season. I'm sure Carlo Ancelotti, he's learned from his past mistakes. 14-15, where he played every single starting 11, literally every single game, and costed us the league and the Champions League. We all remember that, right? But he learned from his mistakes last season. I mean, look at last season. Joselu got his minutes. Brahim got his minutes. Arda Güler towards the end of the season got his minutes. The only person which wasn't rotated at all was Fede. Fede literally almost played every single game last season. But that's Fede. Fede is capable of doing that. I'm sure next season is going to be very, very different because of the system and because of the players that we have now. In terms of Endrick fitting with Real Madrid, it's very, very simple. It's very easy. He's a player that can play in all 3 positions. We all know that. We watched it with Palmeiras and we watched it with Brazil. Endrick wasn't the lone striker. Endrick is not a poacher. Endrick is not a target man that stays in his position inside the box and that's it. He likes to roam around. Very similar to Mbappe. Very similar to the way he does it, where he can play literally as a left winger, right winger, as a striker. The difference between, of course, Mbappe, where Mbappe's preferred position is on the left-hand side, Endrick's preferred position is as a striker. On top of that, Endrick is a player that can play in a 1-man striker formation and a 2-man striker formation. Last season, Palmeiras, they played 2 strikers, and Endrick was one of them. So that's another thing that Endrick can adapt to. Whether that's a 1 striker, whether we're playing 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, 1 striker, or we can change the formation, play 4-4-2 or a diamond formation. 4-2-2, 2 strikers where he can roam around and actually complement his striker next to him, whether that is Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, Rodrigo, depending on the game, depending on the matchup, and depending on who we're playing against. As simple as that. I don't think there's going to be a moment next season where we're going to be seeing both Mbappe and Endrick start together. I think there's going to be a lot of moments where Endrick will be coming off the bench with Mbappe. Maybe Vinicius goes off or Rodrigo goes off, and then Mbappe maybe rotates to a different position, and then Endrick comes on. Or Endrick maybe they play Mbappe up front and then maybe play Endrick on the right-hand side. Or maybe they change the formation to a diamond formation where we both have Mbappe and Endrick. But that's not going to be a moment next season where I see both Mbappe and Rodrigo starting with each other. I do see a lot next season where Endrick will be playing by himself. Mbappe's not going to be playing every single game. So there's going to be a lot of minutes in the Copa del Rey, in the Super Cups, in the La Liga games, and even the Champions League games, and literally maybe game week. Because bear in mind, next season, it's not going to be 6 group games. It's going to be 8 group games. So Champions League is not going to be ending in December. Bro, Champions League, the group stages will end literally in January. I'm not foreseeing Mbappe to play every single game. 8 games. I'm not foreseeing Mbappe to play maybe in Azerbaijan, or maybe he's going to be playing Italy in a away game, or maybe at home against Union Berlin. It's going to be very different next season. Like I said, I think there's going to be a lot of games and everyone's going to be eating next season. That's not going to be a moment where Endrick is going to be lacking of game minutes. That's not going to be a moment where Endrick is going to be complaining, well, I haven't played a lot of minutes. Similar to Arda Güler. It's not going to be an Arda Güler situation where it was from August to March where he barely played. It's going to be very similar to how Arda Güler played towards the end of last season, where Arda Güler got his minutes. That's going to be the same with Endrick next season, where he's going to be getting his minutes and he's going to get it. I feel like Carlo Ancelotti will be quite smart with it. He's not going to rush him in, because let's bear in mind he's 17 years old. Bear in mind this is his first professional season outside of Brazil. He's never touched Europe. He doesn't know what Europe is. He hasn't faced a European side. The only times he has faced it, he scored against them in Spain at Santiago Bernabeu. So he's got history with this country and the stadium. But I don't foresee next season Carlo Ancelotti not rotating him. And not only that, I do expect Carlo Ancelotti to use him quite smartly. What I mean by that is that I think Carlo will play him with every single player just to allow the chemistry to get even better. So that's one game he's going to be playing with Vinicius Jr. That's one game he's going to be starting with Rodrigo. That's one game he's going to be starting with Mbappe. That's one game he's going to bring Endrick on with Mbappe so they can play together. I think he will play him with all 4 different players and all different midfield combinations just for him to learn, for him to improve his game. Because you can't improve your game if you're staying with the same 11 or the same system, with the same lineup, because you get used to it. But different personnel will change you as a player. Look at Brazil. Look at Real Madrid. That's why Vinicius Jr. is quite different, because the personnel is different. So for all the Madrid fans that are stressing and worrying, is Endrick going to be playing? How is he going to play? Don't worry. Calmer. He will get his minutes. Like I said, I've already told you how he'll be playing. I already told you when he'll be playing. Don't worry about it. I think next season, everyone's going to be eating. And I'm sure Carlo Ancelotti has got a very good plan with Endrick. He's not going to rush him in. Let's not forget, don't expect him to play 55 games. But don't expect him to play 10 games. He will get a lot of minutes next season, whether that's off the bench or even starting. If Joselu started 19 games last season, I'm very sure Endrick will go as close as that. Of course, it's very different with Mbappe being there. But then again, Toni Kroos went off. That means the system might change. You get what I mean? So Endrick will get his minutes next season. I'm not even worried about that. But guys, this has been the end. I've discussed Endrick's chances for next season. Put down in the comments how you feel about the signing and how you feel Endrick will be playing next season. Let me know what you think about the video, whether I said something that you agreed with or disagreed with. But I'll be back quite soon with another video, and trust me, you're going to enjoy that video. See you soon. Peace.